program that lets you experience history through the eyes and mind of someone who was there. This is no hearsay evidence. The facts are presented by eyewitnesses firsthand. Join me as we return with Yeoman First Class Robert Henry Price to December 7th, 1941 in the Hawaiian Islands near a place called Pearl Harbor.
Just 49 cards to go. My Navy assignment would be terminated November of 1942. And to make the time pass seemingly faster, I told my dad I would keep track of the weeks by including one playing card in each weekly letter that I would write. Today, December 7th, I was including the 3 of clubs, having previously sent the ace and deuce. Suddenly, without no warning, the general quarters was sounded. I remember thinking that was rather odd, for general quarters was never sounded on a Sunday. I calmly left my letter writing and proceeded to my assigned station, the conning tower. My job was to be the link between the captain and the gunnery officer via the telephone. In getting to the tower, the master-at-arms passed me on the ladder, going the wrong way, yelling, "The Japs are here! The Japs are here!" He was white as a sheet, which told me then and there that he wasn't kidding. To get there, I had to go out on deck. The Japanese planes were so close that as I ran up the ladder, I could see 2 men per plane. The rear one machine gunning our men in the water. They were flying extremely low and dropping torpedoes. When I saw the whites of their eyes, I started running to my battle station. There was about 4 or 5 of us in the tower, minus the captain. The conning tower, being made of steel, was probably one of the safest places on the ship. From there you could see everything. Ford Island, Hickman Field, and all the battleships. All were getting hit. The Oklahoma capsized. The Arizona next to us got hit with a bomb and torpedoes and started to shudder. The quartermaster ordered the Nevada to get underway. Normally that would take about an hour and a half, but this time it just took 20 minutes. All the time bombs were falling all around us. No sooner were we underway than a torpedo hit us. The ping locker down 3 flights was hit and started on fire. The lieutenant commander grabbed the fire hose and ran down the ladder to put it out. The engine room was also hit. By this time, the Arizona had sunk. The Californian and the Tennessee were hit. I saw 2 men trying to walk up the hull of the Oklahoma as it was capsizing. Many men did not make it out of that ship, for there was oil in the water and fires all over. The Nevada started to sink. If it did, it would have plugged the channel. 2 tugs, one fore and one aft, pushed it over to the closest beach to keep that from happening. Everything was happening so fast and so much at one time, I had a hard time sorting it all out. I remember that every time an alert would sound, we evacuated the ship and ran into the sugarcane fields right off our ship and hid. Each of us was handed a gun as we fled the ship. During the next 3 days, we had to check in at the receiving station, fill out claim forms for all we had lost on the ship for reimbursement purposes. We also filled out a 3x5 card to send to our families, notifying them that we were alive. My daughter Judy still has that card, which reads, "Everything okay? Don't worry, love, Bob." As I stated before, some facts are vivid, some are hazy. This is most of what I remember that happened that Pearl Harbor day. Yeoman First Class, Robert H. Price.
And that's the way it happened, as seen by one Navy sailor stationed on the USS Nevada, December 7th, 1941. Please join us next week when we return to August 15th, 1969, near a little town called Bethel, New York, to an event known as Woodstock. Until next week, this is Jamiann Janee, saying never be deceived. Cross the bridge to the past through the eyes of an eyewitness.